This video will basically cover everything relating to thumbnails, from making the basic base to the various rules I have, and just anything relating to thumbnails this video will cover. Okay, so now we'll be moving on to the thumbnail making process. So for those who don't know, for those not in the know, thumbnails are the little videos you click on to actually access the videos, and they're just as important as any other part of the process. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this particular video. So firstly, when making the thumbnail, you basically want to open your big normal folder here, and then there's a few things you want to do. So it's advisable to open both YouTube stuff and templates, and then basically navigate to the thumbnail save locations, just so you can have a quick save. But yeah, so basically do that, and well, it's entirely up to you, but it is recommended to open both templates and YouTube stuff, and just navigate to where the thumbnails are ultimately saved, just so you have quick access to a quick save. But next, you want to go into templates, and you basically want to navigate to where the thumbnail bases basically are. So go into templates, and then go into thumbnail templates, and then here's where all the thumbnail templates are, as you can see here. Here's like the non-Let's Play thumbnails. I'll talk a little more about that later. But for now, we want to go into YouTube stuff, games, games again, and then obviously there's Microsoft, Xbox. You can see there's all the different, like there's Xbox 360, Xbox One. There's all like different ones for different systems. It's all categorized quite nicely. But let's go into PC. Then we'll go into finished. Then we'll go into Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So I'm literally going in here just for the sake of showing stuff, pretty much. So this is already one I finished, but I just wanted to go in here just for the sake of showing stuff. But anyway, so here's the basic stuff you're going to need for making any thumbnail. So basically, there's coming soon, end, extra template, game cover, game title, OC, part number, and the main base of the actual thumbnail. So these are all the basic assets you're going to be needing for making any thumbnail. So let me just quickly set things up here, and then I'll show the basic rundown of everything of what you're going to need. So let's see, PC, part number, OC, title, and I think that should be pretty much all the basics that we're going to need for the time being. So select all of that, and then we're going to open that up in paint.net. Okay, so we've opened our in paint.net. So let me just quickly get things ready here. So again, this is like the basic base for the thumbnail. So for now, we're just going to basically work on the basic base for any Let's Play thumbnail. So first grab this, copy, and then you want to open a new layer. Yeah, new layer. Copy, paste, and then you want to go to the part number, and you want to copy that. Copy, open new layer, paste. And that's basically what it's going to look like. So basically this is the basic base here. So obviously you've got the main thumbnail like border, like you've got the main area here, which is where the title's going to go. You've got the main border as well as the game platform. It will vary from like system to system. There's a black one for PlayStation, a white one for Nintendo, a lighter blue one for generic stuff. But there's basically different bases. There's the little circle here for the OC, pretty much. But let's carry on for now. So again, get the game title of what you need. So get the game title, copy, and then again, new layer. And then basically just drag that there. If you want, you can also add a shadow effect by adding another layer, then go into adjustments, go to hue, slide darkness all the way to the bottom, and then move that top layer under there, and then just go into effects, photo, glow, and then after that just basically keep hitting Control F until it's glowy enough, or like so you've got a bit of a shadow effect, and that's the basic look of everything. So that's typically what all of your typical thumbnails are going to look like for a series. Now ultimately there will be different things depending on the situation. So basically the white spot here is for the actual number or title of the actual video. So basically what you want to do here is, again, depending on the situation, you want to max that out, go to 288, go into bold, and then basically just have the number. So again, for 1-digit numbers it's just 0, and then the number 2 digits is like that. And in the extremely rare case, you might actually need to, of splitting parts into parts, just put 1.1 1 or 1.2. You might there are rare cases, but there may be some cases where you need to split parts into parts. It's not happened yet, but I've got it sorted out just in case that's needed. So again, that is the white space is basically for the number or title. In the events of a final episode or whatever, you may need these borders. So again, open this up as well. Just give it a sec to actually load. So yeah, so you got that basically for ongoing episodes or whatever. In final episodes, just copy that, and then basically, okay, let's just do that, and then basically that's for the final episode, and then we're going to coming soon, and then that's the coming soon. So again, it ultimately depends on the situation. So again, end is literally just use that border, coming soon is literally using that one, and then for any episodes between part 1 and between part 1 and the final one, it's literally just writing the respective number or number and dot depending on the situation. And that's basically it. Now in terms of the actual image for the thumbnail, basically there's a couple of things you can do. Now for the most part you will just be using images taken from the actual video, as that's basically what we're doing. So go into Premiere like this, and then find the frame you want, and then you can either do what I did before and hit the key on the keyboard below escape to open that, and then that'll go into full screen, and then you can print screen and basically do that. So again, new layer, drag that to the bottom, and then hit paste, and then just basically get the image for the thumbnail like so. And then you can add your number. So say part 5, for example, 05, just for the sake of examples. So again, you can either use that trick, or you can also use the clipping tool. So again, go into the clipping tool, press new, and actually let me quickly go out of there, as it's a bit easier to do that. So again, clipping tool, press new, and then just literally grab the corner there, and then like that, and then after that just go into edit, press copy, and then go into there again, and then hit paste. And in theory, yeah, so there's a couple of ways you can do that. Again, ideally for a thumbnail you basically want something that will accurately represent ideally something that's an eye catcher for that particular episode. Like if there's something big from that episode, you want to get something that best represents what's in that video. Again, to make sure there's no clickbait. I don't use clickbait in my videos. I do make sure that all of my videos are 100% accurate to the actual video. There may be some case of accidental clickbait. If so, please let me know so I can correct it myself and I'll fix it. I do typically go through videos from time to time just to make sure there's no accidental clickbait or just to clear things up if there's something I'm not happy with. But yeah, that's basically that. And then there is one last final touch. Again, just go into the OC, copy that, copy, and then add a new layer there, and that's ultimately how the thumbnail should look. Okay, so we've got a base. So let me just quickly go into save. Actually, I best so copy that. Again, you want to do this just so you've got a quick save. You want to save it to a file that's already in that folder. So go into there and then save, file, save as, and then you want to save it as thumbnail base. Save it there just so you've got a base. So that means now if we actually close that, it basically means whenever there's a new video, you can just literally go into there, grab that, and then you can just literally, again, do what you did before. Again, so go into there, clipping tool, just grab that for the sake of showing it. And then, so I can literally just open new layer. That's just basically so you have something quick, so you can get to things quicker. So again, make the base there, like so. Just drag it until it fits perfectly in the window type area. That, and then go into here, part 06, and that's basically that. Okay, now for the most part, you will be able to just grab images from the video directly, like from the cutscenes, but there may be some occasions where you'll need to make the thumbnails by scratch. This is basically what you need to do. So again, just open a new layer in the thumbnail template here, ready to get going, and basically what you need to do next is just, it's helpful to already have a bunch of images downloaded beforehand, or just find them on Google Images, whatever works best. Usually I prefer to have mine in advance, in preparation. Usually when I'm preparing for a Let's Play, I do all this stuff beforehand just to make things easier. So basically just again, grab the image that you need. In this case, I'll take a picture of Waco Mundo here, so copy, and then I'll just grab that into there, and then after that I will go back into here and just get something to work with. So for example, I'll go with Ulquiorra, for example. So again, open that, open a new layer, and then just paste Ulquiorra in. It's pretty simple. Now, the images may lack in quality. It all depends on the quality of the image that you get. Ultimately, that's kind of up to you. It might take a couple looking to find an image that works best, but that's basically what you do in terms of making thumbnails from scratch. For the most part, you will be able to take images from cutscenes, but there may be some cases where you might need to make thumbnails from scratch. And again, after that, it's literally just the same thing as before, just adding the number, say part, again, part 6, for example, and yeah, it's basically like what I was showing before, except making the image for the thumbnail from scratch. After that, you compress overlays by pressing Ctrl, Shift, and F to collapse overlays. And after that, it's basically just save, and then just save to wherever you want it to. So again, go back, navigate to wherever you want the thumbnail to save to. And that's basically it for the basic, that's basically it for the Let's Play thumbnails. Okay, now let's go through the process of making thumbnails for extras. It's a similar process to what you see me do already, but there's an extra asset needed. So again, open all the stuff we've done before. So open the main border, OC, title, and instead of part number, you want to open extra, and then so select all of that and then open it. Give it a second to load. It might take a sec. And then like we did before, go into the main border and then copy it. Copy in, then open a new project. So again, it's pretty much what we did before. So again, create that. Then you want to go into the extra asset here, copy, and then open a new layer. Paste. Now this is going to be important. This is going to be a bit important for later on. So you want to come back to this, but just delete it for now. Then you want to go into the title, copy, and then you want to open a new layer again. And this time you want to shrink it down to a fair bit and just have it in the side here. You want to shrink it down a decent size so it can fit the extra in this corner, in this side later on. Again, you can add the shadow effect if you want. So again, new layer, then adjustments, hue and saturation, pull that down to the bottom, and then just again what we've done before. So effects, photo, glow, and then just keep pressing Control and F until there's a decent shadow behind it. All optional. You can just leave it if you don't want. But so that's that. Next, you want to go back into extra, and then you want to grab this, copy, and then you want to open a new layer, paste, and then just shrink that down. So yeah, basically then you've got like Harry Potter, like the title, extra, and then the last major asset you need is basically the OC. Basically, the OC is always like the last little touch that, like, it's basically your embargo for knowing it's one of your videos. And that's basically it. You can just save that now, and then literally all you do is just like add like whatever the title of the extra is. Just add the title into here. For example, say for example, all boss battles, just for example. You know, again, just get it to fit the best you can. If it doesn't fit exactly, you can always bump it down a layer if you need to, or if you can fit it on one line, just basically do whatever you need to do to get it to fit. And after that, it's literally just, you know, it's basically just save the actual template, and then you can just keep on going back to it whenever you want, basically. Okay, now for the more generic thumbnails. Again, this is the border, and basically these miscellaneous videos are a bit more simpler. There's a, you know, so it's literally just write the title of the actual video in here. For example, how to make thumbnail. So again, just literally write the title of the video in here, in that white space there, and then just again get the image in that window. Same process before. There's just a little bit less. So again, it's pretty much the same process as the main main Let's Play thumbnails. There's just a little bit less to it. After that, like before, you just save it, and yeah, it's pretty much a similar process, just a lot simpler. I do have certain rules when it comes to certain thumbnails. So there is a bit of a criteria, and there are some rules that will always be followed. So basically, the rules here that I basically pre-made is basically coming soon thumbnails must always have the game cover art for the cover or either that or something that resembles a game cover, that just basically something to basically represent the game as a whole. And parts and the final thumbnail must always have something to represent something from that episode. And the same kind of rule goes for the extras as well.